So, yep, I will take the L and leave. So I'm currently at like the supply shops and I could not find the dye that I need. I was able to find the bleaching powder and like the oxygen, so at least. Do you see this table? Do you see everything on this table? If you know everything on this table, you know the shit is about to go down. So I have my hair section into 6 sections. Here you can see, and then we have the 20 and a 30 developer. We have them in like big bottles because running out of product mid dyeing is just not my brand. We also have like a very big amount of like blue powder, bleaching powder, and then we have gloves because chemical burns is just not cute. And then we have like those like, I forgot what they're called in English and I do not care to look it up. And then we have those like clips to help me section my hair more, and then we have like those like hair brushes and stuff so I can like be more precise and like tidy and whatever. We have this insane amount of foils that I just got previously because we're literally professional here. And then we have Vaseline so I can like cover the back of my neck and like in my ears and like important areas so I just wouldn't burn and die. And then we have a small mirror that I broke literally this morning so I can like have it in the back of my head and actually see what I'm doing and be like, you know, like professional. So so I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite nervous. I have a full year of regrowth. The last time that I bleached my hair was like last October, and we are guess what, we are literally in October right now. So yeah, it's been a full year. I have a full year of regrowth. As you can see, my hair is dark, very dark and kind of thick in certain areas, so I'm kind of worried. Honestly, I always bleach my hair in a very like semi-professional way. I try my best to do it as well as I could, but this time I want to be extra very careful and extra like cautious because last time I happened to dye my hair last year. I bought like a box dye after I bleached my hair, and this box dye actually resulted into my hair melting. I will insert some photos, and I was very heartbroken because I have been growing my hair for quite some time. So I was really heartbroken. I was really sad, and it just, you know, if you care about your hair, things like that would make you also like sad. If you cannot recognize any of these products, it's because you don't live where I live, and unfortunately where I live, like hair dyeing products aren't like this available, and you don't have many choices. And if you, before you ask why did you use like box dye the last time, because we actually don't have toners here. Wella T18 or Wella T14, Wella doesn't even exist where I live. So sometimes I end up like having to tone the brassiness of my hair with like box dye, because also purple shampoos are very rare to find here. So yeah, this is my intro. So this is one of the important steps I do before I bleach my hair, is to basically make sure that the previously light hair wouldn't snap or break off. And I do this by putting oil on those like light parts on my hair. And oil acts as a barrier. It stops bleach from processing fast or seeping through. So if I accidentally got any bleach on those light part, and I do, believe me, I do always put bleach accidentally on those parts, it wouldn't snap or break off. I have noticed since I started doing this, my hair just feeling healthier after I bleach it, and it doesn't break off as much as it used to. Here I have olive oil, and that's what I'm using currently to do this. And I just make sure to just apply it evenly on all the light parts of hair and avoiding the dark parts of my hair. Also, it's important to know that before attempting to bleach your hair, I would recommend you having like not washed your hair in the last like 4 to 7 days. Here I have not washed my hair in 7 days. And this is because like the natural oils that are coming from your scalp are actually going to help protect your scalp and your hair more. So yeah, don't attempt to wash your hair before bleaching. Just like have old, not washed hair in general. I'm gonna start by applying the Vaseline on like important parts like my ears and like, this feels slimy and gross. you haven't experienced how awful bleach feels around the ears, you're a lucky one. It's literally, it burns so bad that I guess I better feel slimy than like literally feels like intense burning. Forehead reveal. We're putting around my forehead. Okay, and you will not be able to see that, but the nape of like the neck too, because this area also is very sensitive. Okay, I hope you're seeing me. This part where we're about to actually get a little bit more serious, we're about to mix. So I usually don't measure when I'm mixing, and I know, shut up, okay? I just need a thick consistency, and I just mix until I feel like I have this thick consistency. And actually, I'm gonna start in like those two sections first. And you're gonna be like, what? Isn't it like better to like start at the back? Believe me, I did this for years, and that resulted in like the back of my head being super over processed. Also, if like the part on the front happened to like develop faster and like do its thing, I'm gonna wash it first and leave the back to develop and take its time. Like I'm not rushing anything. Using like a plastic spoon to mix. It's important to have plastic because metal spoons are gonna like do like a weird reaction. So if you think that I know a lot, it's because I do. I have been bleaching my hair since like middle school. So yeah, I quite know what to do. So I put this amount of like powder, only the 30 developer while mixing. When I'm about to bleach like my roots, I'm gonna use the 21. I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a full year, so I'm like very, very nervous. Like I'm not like the kind of person who has like attitude of like, just do it. Like this is so not me. I'm very nervous because I know that this could very easily like go wrong. Hello guys, I did not expect the time lapse to be this fast, but I'm gonna try to explain what I'm doing. Basically, first of all, I put a foil on the ground and then I place bleach on the foil, and then I take a very small section and I put the foil underneath it. The reason why I put bleach on the foil first is to help the hair stick immediately to the foil. It just makes it easier to apply in general. And I'm trying my best to put bleach on like all the parts. I'm splitting the parts. Unfortunately, because the time lapse is very fast, so it's not showing me actually getting between those strands and trying my best to make sure that every strand is completely covered. After I'm done with like the strand I'm doing, I put another like foil on top of it, and this foil I already like place also like bleach on it, and then I go on the other section, and I just keep doing that until like I'm done basically with this part. It's important to note that you should not be scrunching your foils, because that could cause the bleach basically to wipe away from like the strands, and then you will end up with like dark random strands whenever you have your foil scrunched. And also try your best to work so fast, because as soon as the bleach touches the hair, it already develops. Like by the time I was like doing the last strand of my hair, the first strand was already blonde. So yeah, better work fast and carefully. Front camera Kimmy here. So I just finished like the part in the front. Honestly, I don't think I have the energy to start the back right now. Probably I'm gonna wait for this to develop in a like really good way and then start the back. This kind of bleach in particular smell is so strong. It's literally causing me to tear up. Do you see my eyes? It's very strong. Oh, I'm gonna cover this with like a bag too, so I can like have more heat going on. It's developing good for me. So yeah. Okay, so I put this plastic wrap on, and that to preserve more heat. I'm gonna be putting timers every like 20 minutes, and I'll be checking on like the last one that I put here. So yeah. Yes, this is so clean girl aesthetic. Wow. So it's been an hour. I've been checking my hair every like 15 minutes. and my hair canonically does not lift well. Even if I'm like doing all that to like have heat on and all that steps, my hair just does not lift well, and I will take that L, put it in my purse, and go home. Taking this off. Yep, I will take the L and leave. Literally, like, do you see this black part here? This is bad. I have like a very similar one here. So I'm gonna be then after that I'm gonna be washing my hair with shampoo, and then the shampoo I'm gonna try my best not to like when the shampoo's touching like my roots, like I'm not gonna, because I was recently watching Brad Mondal, like, and he said that when you wash your hair it creates like little cuts, and that little cuts like the bleach seeps through them, and you don't want that. I'm back from washing my hair. Good news, I didn't have any breakage, barely any hair fell out. So that means I successfully did not overlap, so I'm like really like happy about that. Bad news is that we definitely have to do like a second round. If you're wondering why I did not bleach my roots while like doing this bleach, is because I hate bleaching my roots when I have foils in. I always miss a spot and I just don't have freedom to move like as much, because I like bleach like horizontal first and then I go split it and do diagonal. So that would have been impossible with foils. That's why I don't like to do it at the same time. As I said, my hair lifts bad. That includes the roots, I swear. So sometimes I have to bleach my roots with 25 developer. Yeah, my hair does not lift well. But I'm not mad about this at all. Now we're gonna like put it in braids and then start in the back. And let's just hope for the best. So if I look crazy, it's because I am crazy. I just didn't want this part touching the back at all, so I just had to do something, you know? So I'm holding some of the bleach, putting and then like spreading it on one of the foils. Like that. I'm gonna show you right now. You can see that, okay? Why do I do that? It's because when you put the foil first, it does not stick and it will fall off and it will bother you. So putting like bleach like on the foil is way better. But I do this just in the first foil and that's it. So here I sectioned one of the first sections, sticking it like this, and then here is the foil. I hope you can see. I hope like Okay guys, I want to start this part first by a formal apology. The angles I chose were questionable to say the least, and my phone was overheating at that time, so a lot of the footage got lost. So the footage of me doing literally like the half part, like the back of my head, completely got lost, and the setup and everything just makes it seem like it's a crime scene. So yeah, I'm sorry. Promised a tutorial, so here is what I'm doing. There is a mirror like in the back of my head. You can see the reflection of the second mirror actually from like the video itself. And this mirror really helps me see the back of my head, even though it's kind of like mirrored. Basically, what's hard about this method is that when you're like the movement of your hand, like the directions where your hands are going, they're gonna look like the opposite direction on the mirror. This is just the hardest part. But the more you do this, like you practice on having a mirror behind you when you're doing the back of your head, the more better you're gonna get at it, basically. And it's a game changer, like literally a game changer. The moment you start using a mirror and like when you're working, it's a literal game changer, and you're just never miss spots and you can see everything, and that's, you know, better. At this part, I was already like overwhelmed and tired. It was like very late at night. I just wanted to be over with this. So I was same thing. I'm using small sections. I'm using foils. I'm trying to like be careful and like apply the bleach the best that I can and make sure that most of the parts are covered. I'm wiping my hands between each section. So I'm well aware that I kind of look crazy. I look super tired. It's because I've been breathing bleach fumes for the past hour. I'm very tired. Also, finished half of the 30 volume bottle. Let me show you the back. I'm gonna turn around. Honestly, while filming The footage, my phone was not cooperating at all. My phone kept overheating and closing off by itself. So I'm very sorry for how horrible the footage, like the whole footage is gonna be. Like, I sincerely apologize. This was supposed to be like a tutorial type of thing. I don't know, it didn't even film like good parts. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave this for an hour. I'm not gonna be able to check on it as I did with like the front part. And honestly, I reached to a point where I don't care, frankly. So hi guys, I just finished washing my hair and putting like a hair mask, and now I'm like, my hair's still wet, I'm letting it dry. This is the amount of hair that I lost, and all of them were in the back. As I said, the back of my head is more processed than the front, so probably when I'm doing the second round, which is I desperately need the second round of bleach, I'm gonna be more careful. So hi, it's next day. I couldn't finish what I wanted to finish at night because I was really tired. So I'm gonna be mixing two mixes. A mix with like 20 developer for my roots, and a mix with 25 developer for like the second round. I'm gonna be starting roots first, and then like with the 20 mixture, and then with the 25 mixture, I'm gonna be like doing like the parts that need to be redone. My hair is actually like level 7 blonde like I wanted to, but there are parts that are like really dark. So those parts I'm gonna try my best to maybe foil them if I can. That would be depending on like my physical state, to be honest. And let's just hope for the best, I guess. Pray for me. Yesterday I started with this part, so today I'm starting with this part. And the same thing with the back. Like I started with this part in the back, so today I'm starting with this part. If you can get it, you can get it. I don't know if I can explain it, but yeah. Here are the 25 developer, which is basically you do it by mixing 30 volume with the 20, and you get 25. And here is like the 20 developer mixed in with the like the powder, and we're gonna start. Started with the 20 volume formula on the roots first, and whenever I needed to like touch on a part that isn't the roots, I used the 25 formula. Even though it seems like I'm using the same formula all over my head, it's not. I'm using two different formulas. I'm also being very careful when it comes to the dark parts that we uncovered yesterday. Those especially where I wanted to focus on the most. So hi dudes, I just finished like the first part. As you can see, it's 8 a.m. right now, and I'm gonna wash it at 9, and then we're gonna start the back, and the back is gonna have like a different washing time. If you watched like the time lapse, you would notice that I didn't put the bleach everywhere. It's because I felt like some places were light enough and I just didn't want to over process. So yeah, now we're gonna start the back, and unfortunately I'm not gonna film it because I'm super frustrated right now. Liar, pants on fire. Even though I said I wouldn't film the back, I did indeed film the back. Even though it's not the best footage, but hey, I'm giving you angles here. You better be grateful or else. So same thing I did with the front, I did with the back, same formula, same everything. Even though the back was way horrible than the front, I just pretended I did not see it. And I was like, just keep pushing through and just hope for the best. It took me fully like 30 minutes to apply bleach on like the two parts of the back, and yeah, let's just hope for the best. So I finally finished my whole head. Honestly, it was super frustrating. The part in the back kept getting matted, and I just could not
do what I really wanted to do,
and that pissed me off. We have less than half an hour to just wash just the front part. We're gonna wash the front part at 9. We're gonna wash the back part at like 9:30.
Don't laugh. You can't laugh.
Bitch, I can't see.
Bitch, snap out of it.
Bitch, I can't fucking see.
Hey y'all, I just finished washing my hair. My hair right now is on the mask, and I'm leaving the mask on for a bit. This is the amount of hair that I lost, including this hair. So this is the amount of hair in total that I lost. This is not like long hair. All the hair that was lost from like this area. And this area is where like last year when I had like the chemical melt that I had because of a bad like box dye that I job that I did. So this is like really old hair that always kind of falls off and breaks off by itself. I have a demarcation line. I don't know if it's called like that, but when like oh my god, but when like you do a bad job at bleaching basically, and honestly it doesn't bother me that much to have that kind of line. I'm going dark green, so it's not like I don't care that much. Maybe if in future, like that's a problem for future me to have, if I maybe want to go like a lighter color. But even when I like do lighter colors, I do like honey blonde or like something like that. I'm not like the type of person to go like platinum.
Microwaved is get microwaved.
So my friend Hassan, say hi.
Hello.
Gave me his phone to film, and he has like the Samsung Ultra 23. Hello guys, for some reason up to this point the video or the audio is gonna be delayed, and it's gonna be very annoying to watch because I'm talking but the words are not coming from my mouth. So please treat the next part like it's a voiceover. I know it's annoying to watch, but please, I don't know what happened here. The footage probably got corrupted, but please, like, ignore it. It has a really good quality. So yeah, this is my hair. It's not fully dry yet. As you can see, it's like pretty light, and like some places it looks actually white. My hair does not feel the best, I'm not gonna lie, which is nothing a hair mask cannot like solve. The way my voice was delayed in the next part annoyed me so much. So here is an actual voiceover. So basically I have semi-permanent hair dye that is green. My friend just got it for me, and I have my favorite hair mask, and I have a leftover like the ash green dye. If you watched my other YouTube video, you would know which dye I'm talking about. I have a little bit left over, so I decided that this is going to be the mixture that I am going to use on my hair right now. Best friend Hassan had this genius idea of trying to stay still throughout the whole time lapse and having y'all mistake him as a statue. Spoiler alert, it did not work. You are moving, so that wasn't very smart of you. But here I'm using the semi-permanent hair dye that I just mixed on my hair. This part I find it extremely therapeutic. There's nothing that feels better than just like, you know, the cold dye touching your scalp that been burning for the past 2 days. Applying semi-permanent hair dyes is usually very easier than bleach and stuff like that, but also like sectioning is still very important. You should also like I start from the roots first, and then I drag it down to the ends. I make sure that I cover each strand very carefully. When I'm dragging it through the ends, I make sure that there is no like hidden blunt parts. I like use my hands to like get through these small parts to make sure that there isn't any parts that I forgot about. So basically, like, yeah, don't be lazy with it and section, and just like don't put like throw the dye on your hair and like try to lather it like soap. No, you have to section and make sure that each strand is covered. My best friend Hassan helped me set the camera at the back, and that's why the footage is not looking as garbage as it usually does. You can actually see me what's going on and see what I'm doing. Surprise, surprise. Just like I did with the bleach, I had a mirror in the back so I can see what's going on. I'm covering the roots first. I'm making sure that they're like covered well, and then I drag it till the ends, and I use a generous amount. Like, don't be, yeah, just like use a generous amount when doing semi, so you can make sure that each part is covered. And yeah, just like watch me do the rest of my hair, I guess. It's been 5 hours and I'm finally ready to wash it out. Yeah, it's been actually 5 hours. I don't care about leaving semi-permanent hair dye like that long. It doesn't scare me, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go wash it, and the next video will probably 100% be the review. So yeah. I specifically dyed my hair for an anime con that I vlogged, and I'm currently working on editing. I honestly was very satisfied with my hair. Till this day, it remains one of my favorite hair colors. It has a very close place in my heart. After I came home, I decided to film my hair in a better lighting, I guess. Also, I decided to add a little bit of photos from the event. I genuinely cannot believe that the third YouTube video that I ever posted is this long. This video took me a lot of time to edit and put together. After all, it's been sitting in the drafts for a full year now. If you like this video, please comment down below. I like to have a conversation with y'all. I like to hear your opinions and everything that you have to say. Anyway, if you want to see more of this girl, I am at Raccoon Kimmy on all socials, TikTok, Instagram, and I post kind of frequently on TikTok, and I have more like hair inspos and outfits on Instagram. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love y'all.